The coming quantum era, safeguarding our data and privacy. The emergence of quantum computers promises immense processing power, but also threatens the encryption protecting sensitive data today. This paradigm shift requires an urgent collaborative response across sectors to future-proof security. I'm Daniel Parente, and in this sixth episode, we'll cover how quantum computers work, why they endanger current encryption standards, the rapidly advancing timeline to this risk point, and most crucially, what must be done to shield privacy before an era of unhackable communications becomes one suddenly transparent to attack. Quantum computing heralds a revolution in processing capability that early machines are already demonstrating. By encoding data across quantum bits and leveraging intrinsic uncertainty until observation, calculations occur in exponentially scaling parallel universes of probability. Researchers like IBM, Google, and startups worldwide have pioneered small but incredibly powerful early prototypes. One machine can already comfortably outperform all traditional supercomputers on some metrics. But 60 or so qubits today promises to be a droplet given projections of computational oceans ahead. With government and commercial investment ramping exponentially itself, we stand at the genesis point of this quantum computing age. Its profound impacts span domains from chemical engineering to finance. However, one crucial pillar of modern cybersecurity now requires an urgent cooperative upgrade. Encryption protocols assumed until now to be unhackable face transparency under certain quantum algorithms. This episode explores why quantum capability threatens previously uncrackable encryption, the short timeline anticipated before current standards are rendered insecure, and most importantly, what cybersecurity experts are proposing to shield privacy across finance, government, healthcare, and our personal communications in a quantum-capable era. Most digital encryption today uses public key techniques like RSA, named for the trio of professors who published it in 1977, very much the classical computing age. These rely on a mathematical asymmetry between extremely easy encryption but staggeringly difficult decryption without the correct keys. Multiplying two large prime numbers is simple enough for our devices to instantly encrypt sensitive data transmissions. But reversing this operation, the factoring required to crack encryption without a key, remains effectively impossible for non-quantum machines as the numbers grow exponentially bigger. 300 decimal digits already far exceeds any classical computer's lifespan. So data state shifts encoded via encryption appear securely scrambled to an interceptor without the right decryption keys. However, the mathematical guts empowering this widely relied upon security paradigm faces danger under quantum analytic potential. Algorithms like Shor's operate by efficiently finding repeating diffuse patterns across probability spreads of entangled qubit states, enabling quick factorization of the enormous primes underlying RSA and many other encryption protocols. Tests by IBM, Google, and others have experimentally cracked small-scale RSA messaging in seconds. So perhaps surprisingly, common encryption techniques securing global financial transactions, state secrets, and private communications rest on fragile mathematical foundations vulnerable to tunneling through via quantum search across counterintuitive probability clouds. These algorithms threaten to upend assumptions underpinning data security practices worldwide. Just how distant remains this risk point where quantum capability could flip encrypted data worldwide from opaque to transparent? Google maintains it will achieve quantum supremacy this year itself, outperforming the fastest traditional supercomputer at an equivalent calculation. Less aggressively, other major researchers predict reaching over 65 qubits very plausible within months and over 100 stable qubits before 2025, comfortably beyond most current encryption's safe limits. To put this into perspective, many estimate under 200 qubits could be enough to instantly crack today's most common 1024-bit RSA encryption keys, protecting a huge portion of the world's communications. Conservative voices suggest 5 years remain before quantum computers threaten even 2048-bit RSA. Aggressive projections place the scale, expertise, and funding trajectory well within 24 months. Whatever the precise timeline, encryption protocols securing sensitive data for long stretches face retrospective transparency under quantum attack, perhaps sooner than anticipated. Thankfully, researchers worldwide have long recognized this oncoming risk point. They have already devised promising post-quantum cryptography techniques believed resistant even to advanced quantum decryption. By integrating mathematical problems like lattice reduction cryptanalysis, difficult even on quantum computers, protocols are emerging to shield both current channels and data intended for long-term privacy. The race remains to vet and universally implement these upgraded encryption paradigms across sectors before our classical standards succumb to advancing quantum capability. Cybersecurity agencies worldwide are accelerating partnership with academic experts pioneering post-quantum cryptography and major providers like Google, Microsoft, and IBM now integrating it across cloud platforms. Work is rapidly proceeding to ensure a smooth transition. Maintaining public trust depends on proactively future-proofing institutional security ahead of this encryption overhaul. Collaborative action is urgently needed, and EC Council Chief Hathaway stated it clearly at a recent conference of security heads. To protect privacy long-term, upgrading encryption methods to withstand quantum attacks is no longer tomorrow's problem. There are really no excuses left for agencies, companies, and citizens not to adopt communication security fit for the quantum age. So in summary, the key milestones approaching are the risk points where quantum computers outpace the prime number encryption currently securing global communications, anticipated conservatively around 5 years from now and aggressively under 24 months. And perhaps more pressingly, experts warn new quantum-proof encryption techniques must spread across industries in advance to facilitate seamless transition before quantum capability renders previous standards transparent. Migrating hospitals, banks, and government institutions to next-generation security protocols brings major conversion costs and complexity. But pioneers across security agencies, academia, and leading tech corporations are already tackling these challenges to future-proof our privacy foundations for the coming quantum era. Widespread public awareness and coordinated action worldwide remains essential to protect today's encrypted communications under the profound computing paradigm shift now in genesis stages. I'm Daniel Parente, and I hope this glimpse helps grasp the tremendous promise ahead alongside intelligent precautions needed to advance computing capabilities securely into an emerging quantum age. Next episode, we'll be discussing proposals around regulating private sector versus government usage. Should access to quantum-grade encryption require licenses? Can attempts to limit broader society's privacy ultimately be bypassed? We'll get into these complex questions of policy balancing innovation versus security. Stay tuned and subscribe wherever you access podcasts.